Well, if they struck gold here, they never lived to spend it. Long way to the bottom. We better watch our step. They should have been digging a shelter instead of a quarry. I can get a clear shot from the top of the quarry. Just say the word. If there was anything of value here, I'm guessing it's long gone by now.
Takes a lot of machinery to make a dent this big. Probably some decent salvage around. You make one getting stoned joke, and I'll do you in myself. I got no patience for lazy humor. Well, this ain't the ugliest place I've visited, that's for sure. Must've been a hell of a sight to watch them rip all this out of the ground. You looking to take up rock collecting?
Is now a good time to mention I don't like heights? Getting near the edge around here, maybe we should stay away from the ledges here. That'd be good. Look at all that rock.
Just one big scar. That's kinda pretty, if you squint. How many rock in a hard place jokes you think folks heard working at a place like this? Long way down. Takes a whole lot of equipment to run a place like this. Think any can be salvaged?
Always seems like there are skeletons at the bottom of these things. Watch your step around here. Can't believe folks used to build with this stuff. Life before corrugated metal. A lot of fancy toys just for digging holes. Takes an awful lot of equipment to dig something like this. I doubt anyone's gonna notice if some parts just wandered off.
Whatever they were mining here's probably long gone. Nice place to dump a few bodies. I mean, if you needed to do that sort of thing. Nothing says greed more than ripping open the ground looking for goodies. Hey, if you fall into the quarry, do I get your stuff? There better be something worth finding down here to make all the climbing worth our time.
It might be worthwhile to head into the quarry and check it out. I hope you're not expecting us to haul chunks of ore back to the Pridwin. Watch your step around here. It's a long way down. The Brotherhood tried to run a quarry like this somewhere near the capital wasteland. It was more trouble than it was worth. Looks like quite an operation they had going here.
What were they mining here? This crater took years to open. Those left by the bombs took seconds. Did I ever mention I'm afraid of heights? My word, that's a long way to fall. Think all this would have to be done with shovels and pickaxes now.
I have very few medical records of places like this. They farm rocks here, yes? Mining accidents, though rare, can be quite devastating for those involved. Take care when mining here. I wonder what was unearthed here.
Be careful. The rock can be slippery in places. They didn't do things halfway in the old days, did they? Hard to believe someone dug all of this up. We'd better watch ourselves here. A lot of rock slides in places like this. This would be a bad place to take a wrong step.
Don't like it here. Too exposed. Not a place you want to slip and fall. Might be some explosives laying around. We could use those. Look out for rusted supports and platforms. Good place for a sniper rifle.
Need something big to make hole like this. Go first, human. Strong follow you. Keep watch for danger. Humans make hole for reason. Maybe something good there. Strong not understand this place. Just look like big hole to Strong. Don't fall, human. Not useful to Strong with broken neck.
Beautiful out here. Always loved the great outdoors. Growing up underground makes you appreciate places like this. Slim pickings around here. Maybe we should head out. We probably shouldn't be walking out in the open like this. Why couldn't Lamplight have been a park?
People came to these places to relax? Guess they had fewer snipers back then. Are we looking for something, or did you just want to take a handsome ghoul on a stroll? Place was probably nice once. Shame. Lot of open space. Real easy place to get picked off. Nothing like the eerie tranquility of the great outdoors.
Maybe we should get some Mirelurk steaks, Nuka-Cola, fancy lads, and have a cookout. Must have been nice to hang out here without worrying about being sniped. Do we have to enter the big open spaces? Oh, should I just wear my bullseye jacket to make it easier for him? Now we just need a picnic basket. Open space. Fun.
I suppose it's kind of nice when no one's shooting at you. Feel like we've got targets painted on our backs out here. Maybe we go around? Avoid the clearings? Well, isn't this a lovely spot to get picked off? Hey, at least there's no ants at this picnic.
Can't believe anything still grows out here at all. Still sorta pretty in the right light. As lovely a picnic as this is how people get shot. Bet this was peaceful in its day. Can you imagine just relaxing in a place like this? Not having to worry about what's planning to eat you?
Old Park, eh? Hope you brought the picnic basket. Ugh, too peaceful and quiet out here. Saw a picture of a park in a book once. Never seen so much green in my entire life. Not much around here to rummage through. Maybe we should move on. I hate being in the open like this.
We shouldn't stay here too long. I'm sure we're standing out like a sore thumb. This must have been a pleasant place to spend the day before the Great War. I'm not sure we're going to find anything of use in a place like this. I feel like a sitting duck without a bunch of rubble to hide behind. Searching this park is going to be a colossal waste of time.
Perhaps one day this park will be put back to good use. There's something so eerie about an abandoned park, as if you can hear echoes of children playing. Fancy a picnic, sir? How many families were enjoying a weekend holiday when the bombs fell? How I miss family trips to the park.
A good walk outdoors is an excellent way of maintaining one's vigor. This is a park, yes? Make sure you have your rabies shots. Look out for ticks. They can carry Lyme disease and other maladies. Do you feel the need to picnic? The outdoor air used to be good for you. I'm still evaluating if it's good now.
It must have been beautiful here once. Nice. Even now. Not much left. Must have been a peaceful place once. One day, children are going to be playing here again. I really believe it. I like to imagine what places like this must have looked like before everything was blown to hell.
Never cared for children much. Nothing useful here. Children in the Institute wouldn't waste time in a place like this. We should move on. No reason to stay here.
Why come here? To find milk of human kindness? Strong not see anything useful here, unless you are little human. This good place for little humans, but not good for Strong. What this? Maybe used for smashing little humans. Strong will keep lookout. Maybe ghouls or raiders nearby.
Oh, God. You're going to stop and read every terminal in the place, aren't you? Choose a job you love and you'll never have to work a day in your life. Tell that to these people. People sat in places like this all day and just stared at their computers? Yeah, I know. Check the desks for valuables. This might take a while. Look on the bright side. If we steal office supplies, who's gonna know?
How many folks you think died at their desks? That's no way to go. Maybe we could go loot a military base or a chem lab or a public toilet, really. Anything else. I bet these people saw the bombs coming and thought, finally. Folks drank soda in these places, right? There's gotta be some caps around. Probably chem's in here somewhere. I know I couldn't handle a place like this sober.
What the hell's a TPS report anyway? So it was desperation, petty politics, and water coolers. Joy. So people seriously spent 9-10 hours a day in places like this? Usually, offices are kind of lacking on salvage. Every now and then, you get lucky though. What did people do here? Pam once tried telling me, and I still have no idea.
Words never said. I wish I'd spent more time at the office getting nuked. Like a maze in here. Probably so folks couldn't run. The American business, all the maneuvering and human suffering of total war, none of the thrill. There must be something in here, at least some hooch. Was always more of an in-the-field type myself.
Bet most looters just pass this place by. Might be something worth taking. The paper public occurrences is printed on we found in places like this. Stuff's rarer than gold. There are moments when I think I could just work behind a desk. Usually when I'm being shot at. Could set up a decent newsroom in here. How'd anyone get anything done with all these computers around?
All these empty seats. Wonder how many of these poor sods made it. Offices are filled with desks, and desks are filled with goodies. Am I getting through to you? Don't tell me you're gonna stop and read every terminal in here. I think I'd rather shoot myself in the head than sit at a desk all day. There has to be a safe around here somewhere. Offices always have safes.
Holotapes, terminals, safes. These offices are bound to have at least one of them. We need to go desk by desk, drawer by drawer, if you intend to find anything of value. Don't overlook any terminals. They might contain some useful information. I think a Brotherhood scribe would feel more at home here than I do. This company must have employed quite a few people. I wonder what became of them.
I wonder what the talk around the water cooler was on the day before the bombs dropped. It's been over 200 years since I heard a telephone ring. How important what they were doing must have seemed at the time. Now, only faint shadows remain. A small solace people working here were most likely at home with their families when the world ended. Not much use left to items in desk drawers now, is there?
I imagine this place has seen more productive days. Did we miss the office's hours? And this is where all the people worked. Stress in the office can pose considerable long-term health complications. Perhaps not so much now. Should we talk over a water cooler? Is this still done?
Looks like a lot of junk to me. So people actually spend all day sitting at desks in here? Every day? I try to imagine what's written on all of the paper in these old buildings. What was this all for? I've never been able to understand what people actually did in places like this.
Can't imagine spending a whole work cycle in a place like this. Slaving away for money. Pitiful. Check any terminals you see. Some might have power. Might find something useful in one of these desks.
This good place to hide, if Strong was coward human. What humans do here? Collect human junk? Look like lots of humans here. Knowing humans, probably all dead now. Words on machines, words on papers. Strong not understand why humans like words so much. Look, human. Useless human things. You like useless human things.
I'd take a moment of silence to honor the fallen, but frankly, I don't care. Impressive, but who builds a memorial for the memorial builders now that they're gone? Where I'm from, you couldn't walk 5 feet without tripping over a memorial.
Little glue, some duct tape. Think we could fix this right up. Explain to me the point of this place again? All the havoc this thing's seen, can't believe it looks as good as it does.
Another monument. Neat. All these monuments around. Boston must have been real important, or thought it was at least. Can't you just feel the history? Feels sandy to me.
What a different world it'd be if folks just listened to the wisdom of the past. I'm surprised McDonough hasn't set one of these up for himself outside Diamond City. It's in pretty good shape, considering. Hard to look at it like this, in such disrepair.
It's pretty. What's left of it. Huh, you know the story of this one? Well, all start to run together after a while. Places like this were supposed to remind us not to repeat the errors of the past. Fat lot that did.
This spot's supposed to be important or something. Hope you're not getting ready to spout a history lesson. Who gives a shite what happened in this spot hundreds of years ago? Hell of a lot of good that does now.
Moments in time, like what happened here, should never be forgotten. Monuments like this remind me why I became a soldier in the first place. I can't believe I'm standing on the spot where history was made.
Curious how long it will be before the purpose of the few remaining monuments is lost altogether. I fear so much history will soon be forgotten. Monuments are erected to heroes and great victories. Perhaps it's tyrants and our mistakes we should remember most. We learn history lest it repeat itself. To what deeds will monuments be erected now?
And where are the crowds? People here seem to have little interest in history. I wonder what this looked like before everything. Ah, what does this place commemorate?
A good reminder of what we're fighting for. One day, we'll put this back together, better than ever. I wish more people could see this. Remind them what it's all about.
They made this so people would remember. Now nobody cares. A relic of a dead civilization. That's all this is. People thought this was important once. All for nothing. Look at this. So much hubris.
Strong not care about stupid human stuff. Just want milk of human kindness. Bah! Human trophies boring. Severed heads and spleens better. Strong not understand humans. Humans not understand super mutants. That's just how it is. Keep going, human. Strong bored. Might start smashing everything, so bored.
Give me a shout if you find any mods for my sniper rifle. Every time I visit a place like this, I feel like I'm coming home. Idiots died serving their country. I would have been looking for shelter. Watch where you shoot. Too many things at these places like to go boom. Should find a few choice items here, if the Commonwealth vermin haven't stripped it clean.
Now, what's still here worth nabbing? Military hardware free to a good home. Slightly irradiated, only used once. These military types love their fancy killing machines. Give me the classics. All these unused toys because everyone had to go and fry one another. You finally take me someplace nice.
I was a soldier once, way back west. I'll tell you about it someday. A whole country, unified, fighting together. Crazy stuff. Heads up, military sites almost always got baddies. Military bases can be dangerous, but well worth the risk. All the fighting, all the training, and did any of it matter?
If you're looking to stock up on ammo or get shot, this will be the place. This place has probably been picked cleaner than a Brahmin dinner. A lot of use this all ended up being. Supposing you paid your taxes before the war, I'm pretty sure a good chunk of this is yours. I bet this place got hit hard.
A lot of caps went into building this place. Talk about a waste. Why'd they even build all this if they were just gonna nuke it? Stuff here is probably in better shape than anything they sell at market. At least it was probably fired less. Can't imagine the skirmishes that went on over this place. Oh, look at this place. It all just ended up being so futile. And yet, folks like the Brotherhood just want to do it all again. These places tend to be trapped up pretty well. Keep your eyes peeled.
Bullets and bombs, my favourite. Military sites are like Christmas for me. Pick out something nice. There should be some spare ammo around here somewhere. So, these were the idiots that ended the world. Nice job. Time to go shopping.
If we're fortunate, we might be able to recover some weapons or ammunition from this site. The Brotherhood rose from the ashes of the U.S. military, you know. Being here almost makes me feel like I'm coming home. Isn't that strange? We should take a moment to remember all the soldiers who died fighting for what they believed in. Watch what you fire at in here. You never know what explodes and what doesn't.
They say that to die for one's country is the greatest sacrifice. It's the ones left behind that bear the biggest burden, I should think. Likely to find something useful here of the violent variety. With luck, we'll find a cache of ammunition. All the king's horses and all the king's men. With a spot of luck, we should be able to nick something of use.
You should talk to the governor. The military here is quite primitive. Such a shame. So many weapons of war. Ah, no. This belongs to the military. It is illegal to trespass here. I hope the army does not shoot at us. Tell them we are here for science. I expected some sort of general to yell at us by now.
Watch out for radiation around here. I'll keep an eye out for anything useful. What a waste. It's hard to believe they really needed all of this to defend themselves. All of this wasn't much use in the end, was it?
Army base. We'll never need places like this again. If you find any ammo, stock up. War destroyed the world once. Father used to say it would never happen again. Let's be careful. There's some dangerous stuff in here.
Human don't leave ammo. Can never have enough ammo. Good, human. Lots of weapons here. Finally find somewhere useful. Find something big and loud for Strong to use. Why humans need big, strong weapons? Humans so easy to kill. Strong not understand why humans fight other humans. For milk of human kindness, maybe.
Man, it's dark down here. Might want to stay close. I knew a guy that holed up in a subway tunnel once. When I found him, there was nothing left but bones. Nasty as hell down here. Let's make this quick. Ferals are attracted to these tunnels like bloatflies to a flame. The caves I grew up in were luxurious compared to this dump.
Heard stories of folks getting lost in these tunnels, never coming out again. You know where we're going, right? Watch for ferals. All sorts of hiding spots in these places. All this so people could go sit in an office all day. The end of the world probably couldn't come fast enough. This place ain't half bad, other than the smell. Seems like a great place to get the drop on someone.
All aboard! Rad Roach Station. Trains. Everyone likes trains, right? Choo-choo! That's what they sounded like, right? Train stations make good hidey holes. Back in the day, places like this would have been completely packed. Hard to imagine so many people.
Used to be able to traverse the entire city through these tunnels. Now you're more likely to get eaten. Mind your step, things living down here tend to burrow. A little dank for my taste. Wonder if people held out any better down here than on the surface. These tunnels are havens for bad sorts.
Well, it'd take a lifetime to clear these tunnels out. Likely because you died trying it. Tight quarters down here. I don't care how friendly it might be, watch your fire. So are these places always terrifying, or is that just a recent addition? Jumping at shadows. This is the sort of place all the cool ferals get together. Chew the fat.
Shamblers love to get cozy in these stations, so hope you have a light on you. All sorts of nasty critters in a place like this. How quaint. You really know how to treat a girl. Wrecked trains and waterlogged tunnels. Feels like home. Please tell me there's a reason we're poking around this place.
I used to think we could use these tunnels to avoid encounters on the surface, but most of them are flooded or collapsed. Let's keep a tight formation in here. I don't want to lose you to something we can't see. These tunnels are highly unstable. I wouldn't recommend the use of high explosives. Ferals tend to infest these metro tunnels quite often. I wonder why. I lost one of my recon team members in a place like this. Didn't even see them coming.
I've never ridden a tram. I don't suppose I ever shall. Mind the gap. I wonder how many people were trapped in the tunnels when the bombs fell. Must have been frightful. No telling who or what calls this place home. I trust we won't be staying here for long, sir.
Hello? Is anyone here? The subway is supposed to be a busy place, yes? And the subways are not working as well. The mayor has something to answer for. Do you think we'll make our train? With the subway out of commission, yet another delivery vector is offline. That's good, yes? Can you get one of the trains working? It would be interesting to get first-hand data of their acceleration.
Keep a light handy. For some reason, feral ghouls love these old tunnels. If there's a darker, nastier place in the Commonwealth, I haven't seen it. Supposedly, these old tunnels run all around under the city. I've got a bad feeling about this place. There's no telling what we'll run into down here.
Just the kind of place runaway synths like to hide. These tunnels run under the whole city. This place is a tomb. Cars, metro trains. People in your time must have hated walking. You could choke on this dust.
Confusing here. Lots where to go. Easy to get lost. Strong not think we alone. This go to many places. Good shortcut for super mutants. Dangerous for puny humans. This not safe place to stop. Never know what living here. Stick close, human. Strong know this place.
Think we can get a few caps for any of this junk? The hell were they studying here anyway? What a huge waste of time. I bet nothing good for the world ever came from this place. Might be a few meds mixed in with all this science junk. I'll let you know. Ugh, it smells pretty bad around here. Hope the chemicals aren't toxic.
You think this place made the fun chemicals or the kill you chemicals? Science was never my strong suit. Always considered myself the looks of this operation. Bet this stuff was worth some decent caps at some point. Now what were you boys working on? You have any idea what all this junk was used for?
Who knows what atrocities they dreamed up here? It's time for science, yay! There's gotta be some lab somewhere that was working to, help people, but I haven't found it yet. Tinker Tom would have a field day here.
When exploring these sorts of places, remember, if it looks volatile, it probably is. The Commonwealth's beaker famine ends today. I always preferred history class myself. Well, ain't science grand? Number of parts I've had fail. Places like this are the only reason I'm still walking around at all.
Feel like I need better eye protection in a place like this. And over here we have a rare mint condition, just what the heck do you think this stuff did? Places like this make me wish I'd stayed awake in science class. Bet in the right hands, someone could still make a lot of use of this stuff. Stuff was probably worth a small fortune at some point. Now look at it.
You'll mix me up a cocktail while we're here, won't you? Great. More science crap. Hopefully we can get a few caps for some of the garbage around here. Never been into the science stuff. Isn't that what caused all this crap in the first place? If you want to play around with this stuff, let me know so I can get out of blast range.
I feel like I'm gonna break something stomping around in here. Scientists are what got us into this mess in the first place. If it was up to me, I'd take anything that isn't nailed down back to the Prydwen. Be careful. I'm betting there are caustic chemicals and explosive compounds in here. What has science ever solved that a fully charged laser rifle couldn't?
I find myself rather intrigued by science. There's often an abundance of clipboards found in places like this. Chemistry, biology, super science. It's all rather exciting, isn't it? I suspect the end of the world was likely conceived in a laboratory much like this. Chemicals. A double-edged sword, eh, sir? Can boost one's natural capacities, but also turn one into a psychopathic murderer.
No one to talk of meaningful matters here. Is this not a laboratory? Are the scientists hiding? I wonder what discoveries or breakthroughs were made here. One can almost sense the science here, long ago. Hello, Monsieur Scientist. Are you here?
I always wanted to learn more about science when I was a kid, but you know. Be careful what you touch in here. Sometimes old chemicals and stuff just waiting to go off. Something in here must still be useful. I wonder what all this was for. I bet the Brotherhood of Steel would love to get their hands on some of this stuff.
Look at these old instruments. An old science lab. I'm not impressed. Courser training includes some basic science, but I never really took to it. Interesting place.
Human ever seen Institute? Strong not remember much. Not like what remember, though. Strong not like this place. This place bad. Strong not scared of this place. Just not want to stay here anymore. Science stuff. Strong hates science stuff. What even science do? Humans think they so smart. Not smart enough to escape smashing.
All these empty beds. Giving me the creeps. Seen my share of wrecked hospitals in my travels, but this one's pretty trashed. Time to load up on stim packs. Got some tainted buff out from a hospital once. Took one hit and I couldn't see straight for a week. Pretty sure the doctors who worked here wouldn't have minded us helping ourselves to some free meds.
If you're in need of meds, this would be the place to find them. Guess this is where you came when you couldn't just fix it with a stim, huh? How we doing on stims? Now's probably a good time to stock up. How long you think this place kept going after the bombs hit? Must have been a madhouse. Gotta be a stash of chems in here somewhere.
Paging Dr. Feelgood, your car's parked under an A-bomb. You can usually find a few stim packs in a place like this. If you're not careful, Carrington will send you to places like this, looking for acetadesclamethylmelapan or whatever. Scalpel, T-clamp, chainsaw. I totally should have been a surgeon.
Grab whatever you can find. No telling who might be able to use it. Must have been a madhouse after the bombs. Desperate people wind up in places like this. And desperate people rarely like guests. Just think how many people you could take care of in a place like this. If there were going to be meds anywhere...
Grab anything you can carry. If someone can't use it, it's still probably worth some caps. Doctors always give me the creeps. Glad I never had to deal with a whole building full. Hey, you see any stims? Nab 'em. Can you imagine? Being able to take care of so many people. These places attract desperate people, Blue. Probably merit some extra caution.
Why do hospitals always have that smell? It never goes away. Gotta be a bunch of stim packs around somewhere. They used to cure people in places like this. What a waste of space. Hell of a lot of good this place did when the bombs fell. We should kick some stones over and look for meds while we're here.
We should reconnoiter the hospital from top to bottom for supplies. It's unfortunate Scribe Halen isn't here. She'd prove useful while sifting through all these rooms. I wish we had a facility like this aboard the Pridwin. Stimpaks, Radex, whatever we find, the Brotherhood will put it to good use. All this medical technology was worthless when the bombs fell. There's no cure for stupidity.
There's fewer skeletons than I'd expect to find here. Oh, there's a thought best left unfinished. We ought to putter around a moment. Could be medicine stashed somewhere around here. I'm glad I'm without superstition subroutines. This place would be rather spooky, I'd imagine. I've an unfinished sawbones subroutine buried in some commented-out prototype code. I wonder if it'd work. With luck, we'll find a cache of stim packs. Can't have too many of those, eh, sir?
Perhaps we can find some medical records here, or something worthwhile. Where are the doctors, the nurses? This is a hospital, yes? And if anyone in the Commonwealth gets sick or injured, how will they get help here? Who can I share medical knowledge with here? This is most unsatisfactory. If I were the hospital administrator, I would fire the janitorial staff.
One day we're gonna rebuild places like this. That's a commonwealth to be proud of. There's something sad about this place. Even after all these years. One day we'll have places like this again. I'm sure of it. It's amazing to think of a whole building just for healing sick people. We can never have too many stim packs.
I'd rather die than go under some wasteland surgeon's knife. Might find some stim packs here. Keep a lookout for chems. Radaway, jet, that kind of thing.
Damn Institute! Not hurt Strong anymore! Strong not understand this place. No place for guns, no place for machines, just beds and tables. This big place, why need so much space for puny humans? Maybe find chems here, make humans stronger, but still no match for Strong. If anyone hiding here, come out. Strong not hurt you, just smash you a little.
Never could have held a job in a place like this. Doing the same thing day after day? No thanks. Stay focused. We could get jumped again at any time. Think we'll find anything useful in this dump? It might be worth checking this factory for spare parts. When it comes to scavenging, don't overlook places like this. One man's trash is another man's treasure.
Bet there's still some decent materials in here. Might be worth going over. The hell's all this stuff do anyway? And this is where old electronics go to die.
Imagine this is what the inside of a synth looks like.
What'd they make here? Garbage?
Factories give me the creeps. You never know when some robot's gonna say, "Hello." Imagine what this place was like back then. Probably some good salvage in here. Ah, the smell of industry. I saw a vid once of a Robco factory back in the day, and this is what's left of that world. Sad, really.
Place is built like a bomb shelter. Though from the looks of it, it sure didn't protect like one. Take a man smarter than me to tell you what all this did. Probably busier than a stingwing nest in its day. Wonder if I was made in a place like this. This place would be a tinkerer's paradise.
Ah, the wonders of mass production. Hey, you're pretty handy, Blue. You think there's anything in here you could put to use? If you're on the hunt for something heavy and rusted, you picked the right place. Can't even imagine what this place must have been like when it was running. Now it's like a tomb. Some things never go out of style. Limb loss in a place like this, for example.
Looks like a good place to forage for parts. Watch your step. This place looks like a death trap. Keep it sharp. Perfect place for an ambush. I wonder what they used to build in this death trap. What a collection of junk.
I loathe buildings like this. Much too easy to find yourself boxed in with nowhere to retreat. Proctor Ingram could put the machinery around here to good use. I'll have to mention it to her next time we're aboard the Pridwin. I wonder what this factory produced before the bombs fell. Imagine if the Brotherhood could retool this place to assemble power armor suits. We'd be unstoppable. If we open fire in here, I pray it doesn't bring the whole place down on us.
We ought rummage about for useful odds and ends. I'm more than a little uncertain about the structural integrity of this place. Caution, sir. Might be creatures or cretins hiding in the shadows. Once a symbol of progress. Now just a rusty tomb for worn-out machines. Hope your tetanus shots are up to date, sir.
I wonder what they made here. I was constructed in a place not unlike this. The industrial capabilities of the Commonwealth seem very bad now. Have you had your tetanus shot? The metal here is quite rusty. This factory has many sharp edges. Be careful.
You never know. There might be something useful in here. Be careful. Some of these old places are just waiting to fall to pieces. I can almost imagine what this place was like before the war. There's something impressive about these old machines. I wonder what they used to make in here.
Might find some pre-war tech you can use. Some kind of old mass production facility. Lot of metal here. Good salvage location.
Old human machines here. Good loot. Just like Institute. Better hope Strong never find you. What these do? Make milk of human kindness? These machines not work. Strong not break. Broken when Strong got here. Careful, human. This good place for a trap. Strong like this place. Make good base for brothers.
Not much to search through around here. This might be a decent place to take a rest. Always useful to remember where these spots are. Huh. Wonder if it's safe to stop here for a bit. Don't know. I'd rather hole up somewhere with a solid roof over my head.
Wonder what folks were up to way out here.
Not a bad setup. Probably couldn't hurt to take a look around, see if they got anything to spare. Only two types of people who'd set up way out here. Folks running from something or plotting something. Might be a good place to catch some shut-eye.
How inviting. I don't usually make camp in the wild. Attracts all the wrong sort of attention. I wonder what they left us. A nice, comfy campsite. You bring the marshmallows?
Yeah, these folks probably didn't have much to begin with, let alone what's left now. Talk about roughing it. Not the sort of place someone sets up if they don't have to. Hard to believe someone could scratch a life out in a place like this.
You looking to rest up? Seems as good a place as any. It's got some charm, I guess. These folks don't seem like they had much to begin with. It's not much, but it's still a big step up from most places in the Commonwealth. I don't expect many people choose this life. Why do you think these folks ended up out here?
Now, who the hell is crazy enough to set up camp all the way out here? Looks like someone made a quick getaway and left this stuff behind. Stay sharp. Someone may have been here recently. There must be something we can grab around here. Let's make it quick. Whoever was staying here might come back.
We made camps like this during basic training. Feels like a million years ago. Not much worth our time around here. There's no reason to spend too much time here.
How many people are living here, I wonder? Perhaps we shouldn't linger, sir. Not exactly a domestic abode now, is it? Is this a permanent residence, do you suppose? I guess it's a home. Not sure I'd want to live here.
I believe this is what they call a camp. This location looks well suited for sleeping. If your batteries are running low again, that is. So, you need to sleep every single day in places like this? Organic beings have so many interesting characteristics. Maybe other humans have stopped here. There are signs of previous human occupants here.
I guess nobody will mind us poking around here. This might be a good place to stop for a rest. We should remember this place. Looks like a good spot to spend the night. Anything useful?
We should check for supplies. A camp means someone's nearby. Could be trouble. Don't think we'll find much here. Guess not everyone's welcome in the towns. You see a lot of camps like this out here.
Strong not need tent. Strong sleep on ground. No defenses. Strong not like. Human, you know these other humans? Take, human, take. It okay, you both human. Bah! Human stuff. Too puny for Strong.
Not quite as cozy as Little Lamplight, but I could call it home. I grew up living in a cave just like this. Can you believe it? You'd be surprised how much a campfire can warm up a cold place like this. The only thing I missed when I was living underground was the daylight. Nothing yells comfort like sleeping on a rocky floor.
Stay sharp. Anything living in here
Probably didn't move in to make friends. Still rather be free in a place like this than some overseer's plaything in one of those vaults.
Places all start to look the same after a while. Glad at least one of us brought a map.
Dark, dank, filthy. Kinda reminds me of home now that I think about it.
Was always told I'd hit rock bottom. Not sure this is what they meant.
I prefer cave fighting to a shootout up top. Fewer attack vectors. Practically every cave in the Commonwealth has been used by the railroad at one point or another. If you've got the Institute on your ass, a nice cave can be your friend. Nice and dark in here. I like it. The one thing you can count on in a nice, comfy cave is company. It's prime real estate.
You smell that? Whatever died down here, I sure hope it was voluntary. So, we taking up the hermit life? That ceiling looks stable to you? Not a bad place to become someone's meal. Life sure does take you to some interesting places. We should visit one of those.
I don't think anyone down here is expecting guests. A reporter and a vault dweller wandered into my cave today. I had them for dinner. They were delicious. This is natural, right? We're not about to walk into the jaws of whatever dug this. Little thin on charm down here, isn't it? When I think story of the century, this place, this is not what springs to mind.
You always take me to the nicest places. Feel bad for the poor bastards that have to call this place home. Okay, I give up. What the hell lives in this dump? Where I'm from, cave diving has a whole different meaning.
Only a non-human would be foolish enough to call this their home. I have a feeling we shouldn't be here. I can feel the chill of this place through my suit. Keep your eyes on the shadows. Something could be lurking there. Not much in the way of technology down here, is there?
Some caves meander on for miles. I hope this isn't one of them. I do hope nothing important rusts while we're down here. All manner of nasty creatures might call this place home. Fancying a bit of spelunking, are we, sir? Can't say I'm entirely enthused by this particular detour.
I hope this is not some animal's den. How wonderful. We are underground. Again. If I were a geologist, this place would be fascinating. But, as such, caves have little relevant data. Might I recommend an extra layer of clothing? Caves can be quite cold.
It's colder than I expected in here. I miss the sun already. The sooner we get out of this cave, the better. Man, the echoes down here are messing with me. I wonder where this goes.
Lots of places to hide. Ground's uneven. Better take it slow. Watch your footing. Hard to track sound in here. Everything echoes. Colder in here. I like it.
No sun. Cave get cold. Cave safe place. Building better. Not worry, human. Monster's not scariest thing in cave. Strong is scariest thing in cave. Quiet here. Strong like this cave. Hear that, human? Something here. Maybe ghouls or crazy humans.
Oh, this is a great place to look for loose caps. Ugh. Smells like rotting vegetables in here. We might be able to scrounge up a decent bottle or two while we're here. Wonder how many bottles a day this brewery churned out. I've been drinking since I was 6. Never looked back.
Hate to see mind-altering substances go to waste like this. Probably not even worth selling most of the stuff that's left. I wonder what this stuff tasted like when it was fresh. Now it just tastes like piss. What do you think it would take to get this place running again? What kind of a monster would let this happen to beer?
If you find any bottles, let me know. It's party time. When you're covered in super mutant blood coming off the jet DTs and you're one step ahead of the Institute, it's Beantown Brown time! One day, I'm gonna find myself an unlooted brewery. Go on one hell of a bender.
Surprised there's still so much here. The place must be more dangerous than we thought. You know, there are easier ways to get a drink. Well, plenty of bottles around. I'd expect there to be plenty of caps, too. I never was much of a drinker myself. Tastes like battery acid. I always wondered if it was a malfunction. I'll guarantee the hooch in here is safer to drink than the moonshine they sling at the dugout inn.
How much beer did they make in this place? No wonder there were so many people back then. Well, at least the price of drinks is right. You must be real thirsty, Blue. Nothing says day in the hospital like sampling some 200-year-old beer. We should take some of this to the dugout inn. It'd be better than what they're selling now.
What a waste of good beer. Seeing the state of this place is the single saddest moment of me life. Hope you aren't in a rush, because we're not leaving until me bag's full of bottles. I'm home. I'm finally home. If you find anything drinkable, you better start sharing.
Check your fire, or we might end up covered in spoiled beer. Proctor Tegan favors the sort of drink that was made here. We should bring him back a souvenir. I might be a soldier, but that doesn't stop me from enjoying a beer now and then. We should bring some of this beer back for the Pridwin's crew. I think they'd appreciate it.
I sometimes wonder what it'd be like to get rightfully pissed. I suspect of it like getting a fresh oil infusion. Fancy getting lashed, sir? Not much left. A shame. My mixed drink subroutines are top-notch, if I do say so myself. One of the joys of top-shelf taste receptors is getting the flavor without the hangover. Alcohol is one of the few things to survive the end of the world.
From my data, I expected the breweries to be a lot busier. The desire to infuse the bloodstream with ethanol is truly perplexing. If you are pregnant, I recommend abstaining from the alcohol. Ethanol consumption can result in impaired cognitive functioning and violent behavior. Should this place not be brimming with the people intent on damaging their livers?
Probably nothing but junk in here. Think about how much beer this place must have been able to make. Damn. Kind of a creepy old place, isn't it? This must have been quite an operation back in the day. Sometimes you find some old bottles that are still good.
So they used to brew beer here. Tried it once. Didn't care for it. Don't know much about alcohol, but I know this. Drunk raiders can't aim. I've heard people up here drink to forget their troubles. I call that weakness. Never saw much difference between alcohol and chems. The end result's basically the same.
Smells like beer. Stupid human drinking. Makes bad warriors. Strong like this place. Humans like beer. This good trap for humans. Beer not hurt strong. Weak human drink. Human, this not milk of human kindness. Only human beer.
Never been in a plane before. Highest I've ever gotten is taking a hit at Psycho. One thing's for sure, these planes aren't going anywhere. Imagine flying up there and suddenly the bombs hit. Yeesh. Don't spend too long near that plane wreckage, unless you want to start glowing from your insides. I can't believe the control tower's still standing.
You see any luggage about? Someone had to be smuggling something fun. Airport's just one big scrapyard now.
Must have been nice, being able to hop on a plane, get away from it all. Huh. You think that's why they call the drug jet? This place got hit hard. You think any of the wrecks around here still fly?
Why'd they make these airports so big? You could have a whole city in one of them. Good salvage in airports. So let me get this straight. You used to propel big metal birds in the sky and fly in them for thousands of miles. You're braver than I thought.
Probably some decent parts still lying around here. I don't think anyone's going to ask to see our tickets. I wonder what it'd take to cobble one of these planes back to life. Bet this place was overrun once the bombs hit. If you ever wondered where old planes go to die.
Hard to believe a place this vast was essentially a glorified bus terminal. There's something so romantic about the idea of flying. Plummeting, less so. I can't imagine people brought a lot of valuables to the airport, but I suppose it couldn't hurt to check. This place sure took a beating. Some planes must have gotten away before the bombs hit. Where do you think they ended up?
Airport, eh? We going on a trip? You wouldn't believe the goodies you can dig out of old luggage. Looks like the airport took a direct hit during the war. Might want to stay away from the plane wreckage, unless you feel like soaking a ton of rads. Wonder how many poor bastards died here hoping to escape the bombs.
If anyone attacks this place, they'd need an army to burn us out. It's good to be back. The Prydwen is amazing, isn't it? A triumph of Brotherhood engineering. With all these planes that were blown across the airport, it's amazing the tower survived. It was a stroke of genius to park the Prydwen above the airport. I can't think of a better location.
We might be able to nick things of use if we can find any luggage lying about. My. I haven't seen a plane in donkey's years. Funny how one forgets about such things. Careful of radiation near any plane debris, sir. I suspect a fair number were lost here, trying to escape the bombs. I remember eagerly waiting at the airport with the missus on your return from your tour of duty. Oh, I forget I mentioned it, sir. Terribly insensitive of me.
My pre-industrial outbreak models are far more pertinent with the demise of the airport. Oh no, the airplanes no longer fly. I was hoping to see the world from the air. And to think this was once a bustling sea of disease carriers and delivery vectors. I have extensive quarantine protocols for airports in case of outbreak. I think that information can be safely deleted now. The airport used to be a nightmare for outbreak planning. Now, not so much.
It's hard to imagine these things actually up in the sky. We'd better be careful. These old airports are usually radiated all to hell. Did you ever fly in a plane? That must have been something. Floating above the clouds. Really makes you think about what we've lost, huh? It must have been amazing, flying in a plane. Man, what a mess.
Flying machines? No thanks. Relay transit is the only way to travel. Guess people used to think the future was up there, above us. Ironic. All this technology, and what did it amount to? This has to be the biggest scrapyard in the Commonwealth. I don't like all this wreckage. Lots of places to hide.
Big place. Big buildings. Big stone flat places. Human flying machines. Strong not like. Best to stay on ground. Falling, very dangerous. Humans odd. Try to be bird. Strong only want to be strong. How machine fly? Is too heavy.
Okay, if my hair starts falling out, I'm sending you the bill. Can we hurry this up? I'd like to leave before I grow a second head. I'm betting this lovely little vacation spot would give even a super mutant a sunburn. I think when I've been telling people to go to hell, they must have ended up here.
You've been seeing all the trippy lights around this place, right? It ain't just me. Who'd have thought a place with this much radiation could be so damn dull? You know what the glowing sea needs? A bar, badly. And I thought the city got it bad.
Remind me why we're crawling around this godforsaken place? I can't believe I followed you here. If I keep tromping around here, guess there won't be any little deacons scurrying around in the future.
I get the sense whoever named this place didn't have a firm grasp on the meaning of the word sea. This place looks like someone extinguished hell. You doing all right out here? I think I just heard my rad counter cry for mercy.
Why do you suppose this area got hit so hard? This place would make my hair stand on end if it wasn't actively causing it to fall out. It's so serene. But then I guess most graveyards are.
What the hell happened out here? Everything's dead. Judging by the way your Geiger's clicking, I should start glowing any second now. Let's try to keep it moving. We don't want to be out here any longer than necessary.
I can't imagine how anything can survive in this irradiated zone. It's places like this that make me doubt the future of humanity. Watch your radiation levels. My suit's meter is off the charts here.
Do keep an eye on your radiation levels. My sensors indicate this area is quite lethal. No awards for landscaping here. The glowing sea is rather disorienting. Why, getting lost in here would be a death sentence. I can't imagine anything the slightest bit friendly has taken up residence here. Dreadful. Simply dreadful. Didn't there used to be some national parks in this area?
Radex and Radaway are most essential here. We must be very careful. The radiation levels are very bad. This glowing sea could prove to be quite fatal.
We need to get out of here as quick as we can. This is not a good place to be hanging around. This is where you really see how bad the Great War was. Hard to believe people used to live here. I wonder if this place will ever recover. Doesn't look like it.
The glowing sea is home to some of the Commonwealth's toughest mutants. Hope you brought some Radaway. This place is a toxic wasteland. The sooner we leave this place behind, the better.
Strong not like glowing sea. Too much glow. Ghouls and bugs like glowing sea, not super mutants or humans. Glow hurt humans. Super mutants stronger. Dangerous place. Good fights here. Brother super mutants not come here. Not enough to eat.
Nothing I love more than hiking in the rain. I've got to be honest with you. I feel more comfortable with a rocky ceiling above my head. It's quiet out here. Too quiet. Oh man, I always wanted to say that. It's getting late. Maybe we should look for shelter. The sun should be up soon. It'll be nice to have the daylight back. It'll definitely be easier to see our targets in the daytime. It's pretty clear out here tonight. Hope the weather holds up. I don't like traveling at night. We could be walking right into an ambush and we'd never see it coming. Nice day today. Perfect for traveling.
Damn, that thing's bright. When is someone finally gonna turn that down? Made it another day. Guess we did something right. Damn, really coming down. Getting late. Do my best work after dark anyway. Not sure how much of this fresh air and sunshine I can handle. Gotta be a bar around here somewhere.
Keep an eye to the sky. Never know when the Watchers are around. All this sunlight. I just feel exposed. The sun's coming. Keep an eye out for the Watchers. Party time's over. You know what? Rain gets a bad rap. It's not so bad. Now, mud, on the other hand? Come on, son. You can't stay up forever. Ah, the cover of night, my dear friend. Nighttime is the only time I feel I can breathe easy.
Change of shift for all the killers of the Commonwealth. Yeah, now at least we'll be able to see what's trying to eat us. I always did like the rain. I'm game if you want to keep moving. Of course, I'm not the one that benefits from a good night's rest. Easy to forget how perilous it can be out here at night. Another beautiful day in the most dangerous place in the world.
Nice night. Means things with sharper eyes than us will be on the hunt. Nights like this, a warm spot with a cold beer would be heaven. Oh no! This rain is gonna ruin my notes! Nice day. Where are we headed? Sun goes down, crazies come out. Made it another day in the Commonwealth. Lucky us. Can't remember the last time I saw the sunrise. Even this place can look pretty.
Should be morning soon. Don't suppose you'll be making us breakfast? Glad the sun's coming up soon. I don't like stumbling around in the dark. Glad it's clear tonight. I don't fancy slogging around in the rain. Walking around at night isn't the smartest thing to be doing around here. Should be a fine day for a walk. Damn rain is soaking right through me clothes. So where are we off to next? getting dark out. Maybe we should find a place to bed down for the night.
It's getting late. Should we bivouac out here or find a place to stay? We're losing our nighttime cover. We need to move cautiously. Another day, another assignment. It's clear tonight. We should be able to spot any hostiles at a decent range. Strange how the Commonwealth changes so much at night, isn't it? We should make good time when the weather's this clear. Damn rain. Hope it doesn't rust out my suit again.
The influx of data is hard to process. Apologies if sometimes I make little sense. I will work on this. I have so much data on the world before the atom bombs. I fear I may have to delete some of it to store my new observations. It is hard to determine whether the surface is more or less susceptible to outbreaks, but a preparation plan is never a bad idea. Oh, my systems are eager to absorb new data. I find this traveling agrees with me. Humanity is so resilient to cling to life despite all of this. It is the duty of us all to further that survival. We must find the men of science and institutes of learning. Surely they are out there still. I wonder what has happened elsewhere. Is what has befallen the Commonwealth atypical, less extreme, more? Please, let me see and scan as many indigenous life forms as possible. It is, of course, for science. Humanity has fallen so since the bombs. I wonder if the data I'm collecting will serve any purpose. The sun is setting. Make sure to stay warm. Sunrise is imminent. It will be easier to evade those who desire hostility now. Another day has begun. Despite the changes below, the constellations still shine bright. Visibility has been reduced. Perhaps you should do one of your sleeps. I wonder if there are any meteorologists about. I hope it does not rain. You should get an umbrella. You don't want to catch a cold, do you?
Might be a good time to look for somewhere to spend the night. Beautiful night to be out and about. At least it's not raining. Another day in the Commonwealth. We better keep our eyes peeled. Hope this rain lets up soon. I'm always glad to see the sun come up one more time.